Hello everyone, thank you very much for coming back to my channel. It's Alexandre Farah Gieseke here, and today I'll be talking about a different concept called respectful distance. I'll be dividing this video in 4 parts. The first will be the definition of this respectful distance. Second, I'll be talking about the benefits, psychological benefits of it that are being seen throughout my clinic over these 30 years. And then the third part, you'll be helping to understand how to set up that gap, that respectful distance between the two people. And then finally, some examples to help to clarify even further what I mean about that. So stay tuned. Hope you have subscribed. We jump in for the first part now. So where this concept come from in terms of my clinic experience over these 30 years? I first heard about this concept, the definition, from my professor in Brazil university, where he described that this implies a relationship, a healthy relationship between at least two people. And it can be any form of relationship, okay? As long as we are aiming for a healthy one. So it can be a romantic relationship, can be a work relationship, can be a friendship, and can be definitely family members amongst themselves. So this respectful distance, when one person stands away from the other, keeping that distance, but at the same time on a respectful way. It's not that one become hermit and go to a cave or totally disappear. Yes, there is a distance, but I wouldn't call this as respectful. Not necessarily. But it's not the one that we can also describe as a symbiotic, where there is no distance and definitely no respect. So it's like two people, let's imagine using my two hands here, two people in a relationship, as I said, in the form of, and they have that gap, that healthy, necessary gap, not isolating themselves from the other one, from the relationship, and there is some form of contact, there is some form of interaction. As I said, one does not become a hermit, okay? That is what I describe in the first part as the definition. So one, keep that healthy respect to himself, to herself, and to the other, and to the relationship that they have established. It's not that they're ignoring each other. In teenagers' language, we're going to use the word ghost sometimes. We commonly see this here in my clinic, the word ghosting. So it's not about ghosting or totally disappear from each other, but it's not being over the top of the other one, yeah? Demanding attention, almost infinite, and disconsidering the other one need of time, of space, of breathing space, yeah? You are still establishing some kind of contact, and this can be definitely variable. Please let me know in the comments below, how do you see this respectful distance? How do you imagine that this can be established? That would be really appreciated, yeah? But again, keeping that respect between both parts. It's very important to have empathy, yeah? Understanding and feeling that the other one might be feeling hurt due to that distance that has been created. Again, those two people might not be familiar or used to that distance, and if one started to create that gap, yes, it might impact initially negatively on their relationship. So the other one that take that step back and having to really perceive the other one's emotions after that new attitude of this distancing themselves, okay? So that acknowledgement of the other one's emotions, or the other one hurt feelings, and talking about that, yeah, and explaining why you need that time, and hoping that they will understand that they also need that space and time. Yeah, is actually contribute for emotional health for both of them. In family dynamics, when someone might have said something that have you felt hurt, yeah, or upset about the comment, you definitely would need or would be benefiting from that respectful distance. Again, not totally isolating yourself, but giving that space for yourself to heal from the hurt, words that were unkind, sometimes unconsciously and not intended, sometimes very much intended. But regardless, you are the one that stay away, stay backwards, yeah, and keep that kind of gap. That's definitely one of the examples in the family context. Between friends does not mean that I don't care for you, does not mean that I don't want to see you again. But yes, at the moment, we call sometimes in therapy, sometimes when we talk about autism, we talk about our social battery. So my social battery is depleted. I need to stay, away a little bit with myself, recharging until the next time when we meet up. And we can definitely talk about that gap and how that distance felt for you. Okay, in work relationship is another example, would be definitely beneficial as well. Does not mean that you're going to be lacking in your professionalism, in your efficiency, but definitely a respectful distance example would be not picking up your phone outside of working hours when your contract does not say so, yeah, or doing extra hours again when is not expected from you, okay, when it's not written down. So again, that respect to yourself, to the colleagues, to your job. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you. Take care.